Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What up, everyone? It's Wednesday. You know what that means? It means it's time for another episode of Legion of Geeks. You got Sean over there to my other side. Fuck, I fucked that up again, dude. I still can't point the right way. It's the opposite way.
Yeah, we can touch
We
tips.
could do the ET thing. There we go. What's going on, bud? How are you?
Good, man. Good. Just chilling off of work. Grabbed a beverage. So, cheers, y'all. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for coming in.
What are you having today?
I'm still keeping it light, man. Still recovering from that surprise turn up a few weeks ago, and try not to drink so much during the week. Actually, right now I got a yerba mate, man. I got some shit to do tonight. So,
Yo, shit, you're gonna be up for a while, huh?
Dude.
Oh man,
What about
that's
you,
like
dude? What are you sipping on?
I'm drinking a sparkling water, lemon. This shit is so good, dude. I love this shit. This is that Spindrift,
Okay.
dude. If I feel like if I could be a poster boy for Spindrift, I feel like that's gonna be it.
That would be the first sponsor.
Yeah. So thank you, Spindrift, for everything that you've done for me over on Legion of Geeks. Would really love to get a bunch of cases of your amazing sparkling water, and I'm getting old, so that's what this means.
Dude, no, I know, man. Like coming out the gates drinking, because I was drinking for Machaffin too, and so two times during the week and then the weekend, and I was like, okay, this is where I call it. This take at least a few weeks off.
At that point, your body's like, dude, stop. What are you doing? Why are you fucking me up?
Yeah, dude.
What did I do to you? And then you just pounding me with poison.
I'm trying to keep you alive here. Like, the fuck
hey,
are you doing?
What? That's probably why I haven't gotten COVID this whole time. It's just flooding my body with just alcohol.
Alcohol and sparkling water to wash it down.
Yeah, exactly. It helps.
You got sparkling hydration now.
Yeah, at least we're not drinking bleach, right? Like a former president used to tell us.
Facts. Like,
I can't believe you told people to drink bleach.
Or to just put it up. Didn't he say something about putting it up your ass or some shit? Bleach the inside. I don't know.
Just the inside of your butthole, though, not all the way in, but just like right around the edge of it, and then you won't get COVID. He probably went back to his room after that, and he's like, "Can you believe I fucking just said that?" And how many people are probably going home right now and trying it?
Jesus, dude. Yeah,
I don't know.
And surrounded by scientists that were like basically held at gunpoint.
Dude, did you see the look? You could see the look on your face, and they were like, they wanted nothing to do with it. They were just backing away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna let him handle that one.
Jesus, dude.
Oh boy. Well, dude, we haven't done a hypothetical in a long time, so
yeah,
it's these are one of our early segments. We like to do these ones a lot, and I felt like this week it was it's starting to get hard for me to come up with like hypothetical situations. There was like a bunch that I had in my mind, and then we're getting down to the end of that list now, so I really start getting creative what we're gonna do.
Yeah, this one's super fun, man, and this one was also tough because there's a lot going on right now in like MCU and DC, and I'm just like, our question this week is if you have the Infinity Gauntlet, what storyline are you rewriting or changing in some way? And a whole lot of shit's changing right now, dude, with all the multiverses and both DC and MCU. And then what if we got all these like new and different storylines? So I was like, oh fuck, dude, like how are we gonna think of something else?
So the basis of this is basically, right, we just take we have a couple for each. So a couple for Marvel, a couple for DC. We can take any current storyline, whether it was a comic storyline, whether it was a movie or film or whatever, and we have the power to change it to whatever we think that it should be. And that is exciting. Some of this was actually kind of tough too, because I told you before the show, it was hard for me to come up with an MCU one because I liked a lot of mostly everything that they've done. Mm-hmm. So it was like, wow, I didn't know what I wanted to change. So I had to start getting creative with it. But I'm excited to get going, dude. Got some things I'd like to see different.
Same, man. And yeah, like we were saying too, I was struggling super hard with DC, just because my knowledge is limited. But I got some good ones, man, and I got an MCU one that I think will surprise you. So
All right.
it'll be good. And anybody who's watching wants to jump in and chat and give us their count. We'll go over through it and let you know what we think.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Mel will tell us how she feels.
Yeah,
That's the point.
she wants Mac Dre in the MCU
Yeah, or get Jason Momoa to come over to the MCU
as Mac Dre.
as Mac Dre, yeah, or The Rock. Jason Momoa playing The Rock. Dude, let's get into it. You feel like I always go first, so I want you to go first this time.
All right, dude.
You can kick us off with whatever you want, MCU or DC.
All right, I'll go with MCU. This one is one that I think a lot of people forgot about, and so it might come back if there's a whole like rights thing with the Hulk having his own movie. But if he ever gets in the MCU, I feel like he needs like Betty Ross to come back. I don't know if you remember, but Liv Tyler played Betty Ross like back in the day.
Yeah, I do remember.
I think she was in the Edward Norton movie, and Betty Ross is her dad still pops up. He's still around. He's still making moves, and he's just never mentions her. Nothing's like brought up of her. She never comes back, and we got a glimpse, I think, in What If. That one where the Hulk went crazy and then Hank Pym actually blew up the Hulk from the inside. So
that's right.
I think there was a glimpse or mention, but nothing else. Not in the MCU for sure. And she actually in the comics she has a crazy storyline where she has a few like arcs. The first thing that happens is her dad gets taken, and like her and Bruce like split up, right? Her dad gets taken hostage like from this evil villain guy who actually caught her dad when her dad was trying to find the Hulk. And then her husband went to try and save her dad. The husband gets caught, the dad's freed, and so she thinks her husband for some reason got killed by the Hulk. And so MODOK, who we haven't seen yet in the MCU, we've seen in like cartoons and we've seen in video games. But MODOK's like this mad scientist, and he actually turns her into something that hunts down the Hulk and almost kills him. And so like that's a crazy storyline. And then eventually she turns into a Red Hulk, but She-Hulk. So a she Red Hulk, and so she looks super badass in the comics. So it's like, it's crazy, man. And through that She-Hulk thing, she actually died and then resurrects as Red She-Hulk. So it's like, it could be a sick ass storyline, and like I feel like she just dropped off the face of the earth in the MCU. And
she did, dude.
Yeah,
she got shafted bad. Like that whole movie, that whole era with Edward Norton and her. Being in it, that whole thing just they like. I know it's part of continuity, but they don't even bring that shit up ever. No. They just kind of gloss over the fact that they released it, and now it just is what it is.
Yeah, and dude, even further back, the Eric Bana Hulk is like, was a single movie. Neither one of those I thought was bad, but and I feel like the Hulk, like I feel like in the comics, one of his things is like Beauty and the Beast. So I feel like he's just this whole time he's just helping out the Avengers, and he doesn't really have like anything to fight for or anything to really care about like personally.
Yeah, the closest thing. Yeah, well, you mean caring about? Yeah, dude. I mean, Betty Ross is his love. That's she's important and she's integral to his story and his arc, and she's nowhere to be found. So I mean, that's a good call that you would just have her come in.
Dude,
would you have her pop in? I don't know. Where would you have her come in at? Like just in one of the Avengers movies, or kind of just maybe a Hulk solo movie or something?
I feel like she should have been in one of the Avengers movies, at least mentioned, because like they tried to do a weird thing with Hulk and Black Widow, and so like and that whole thing was weird, and then gave us that eye bleach movie meme
Yeah.
that was bouncing around. But like, fuck, man, like if she pops in once like Black Widow dies or something to try and comfort Bruce, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of the things I had as like a little side thing that I was going to talk to you about, was just I hated that whole storyline of them trying to force Black Widow and Bruce Banner together and have a relationship. It just felt weird. It
It
didn't
felt
feel like
super weird.
it was the only word I can think of is forced, and it just felt like forced, and it just wasn't working for me.
Yeah.
And like it felt kind of clumsy, and I never really liked that. So that was one of the things I was like, I was thinking about saying, but I didn't want to talk too much about that. I just, other than the fact that I just didn't like it.
Yeah. And dude, it was, just to touch on it really quick, because it's one of the few things that I from the moment it started I felt was forced in the MCU.
Yeah.
But the whole like sundown hand rubbing thing to calm down the Hulk, it was like,
Yeah.
where the fuck did that shit come from? Like,
Yeah.
they
The
just,
sun is setting.
the Hulk needs somebody, bro. Like the Hulk needs some relationship. I feel like
Totally, yeah.
no love.
And they used Natasha to calm him down.
Fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, man, that was weird. But yeah, that's a good call, man, to have her come in, because she's obviously, Hulk is one of the main people, and he has no. Yeah, like, you're right. Like, what else is he fighting for other than his teammates?
Yeah.
I guess they're his family, but and not to say that everybody needs to have a love interest, but I feel like everybody else does
Yeah.
in these movies and shows, and like
100%, dude.
like they're just saying fuck Hulk. He doesn't get no love or anything.
Even even like on where was he? I forget the planet, but even in Ragnarok, like Hulk, like you would think if Hulk's the champion, he would have like girls like in his room or in his crib, and there wasn't anybody, and it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, realistically, physically, that doesn't work out. He would absolutely just,
unless there was other monster sized women, dude.
I guess
They
so.
could
Because
have wrote
you could
anything
just
in.
destroy.
Yeah.
He would just absolutely demolish whatever. Sexy time in the bedroom. Sexy time is gonna be. That's the last time for whoever's in there with him.
That forbidden meme that's out there floating around somewhere in the internet.
Is there a forbidden one? I have no idea what that is.
It expands on the Natasha Hulk saga.
Oh, okay.
It's horrendous, and you can never undo it.
Shit, you're gonna have to show me at some point.
Just remember, I'm glad this is being recorded, because then I could be like, yeah, dude, remember you asked me to show you this?
Yeah, when I go back, don't forget you asked. No,
you fucking asked, dude. Oh, how could I forget, man? So that was my first gauntlet.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna pass it over to you.
Nice.
Let's hear your
side. Look at that. You got all pro graphics on this show.
And you just got to figure out which arm it goes in. It's a sick illustration.
It's the wrong one. Yeah.
But when you think about like what it is, it's like the opposite. So it's like your shoulder near the TV. That arm's like wrapping around.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. Good job, dude. I like that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, didn't draw the original image. It's actually a vector version of like the original comic version. So shout outs to whichever artist plugged this up and threw it on the internet for people to use.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate
Looks
you.
Good.
Yeah, man. Let's hear your first one.
All right. So I was reading something recently that when I just in one of my nerd out kind of not working and scrolling through the internet about Captain America Civil War. And during production, at the time, Robert Downey Jr., his new contract was still getting negotiated with Marvel. So there was kind of an uncertainty, like, is he going to come back or is he not going to come back? And in case that he doesn't come back, we need a plan. Mm-hmm. So we're going to write another version of the story. And it being the Captain America film, it wasn't centered around the Civil War aspect of it.
Oh, shit.
And so what it was going to be was it was going to have revolved around the Mad Bomb, which is a device that can turn pretty much anybody into just like a mindless zombie. And the movie was going to be about Captain America fighting like these zombies that got turned into like, they got people getting turned into zombies from the Mad Bomb.
Oh my God, dude.
It's a wild concept, but I would really like seeing that play out. I mean, who doesn't fucking like zombies? You know,
Yeah.
everybody loves zombies, and seeing Captain America like kick some ass, um, throwing the shield and decapitating people, and I don't know that if they would have showed that, but I don't know if that's too violent for Marvel, but um, yeah, and I think that I don't know how it would have translated because it's kind of like a really kind of out there idea,
Yeah.
but it would have been cool. I think. I feel like the main zombie would have had like super soldier serum in it. So I just picture like this end battle of Captain America having to fight a super soldier zombie, and it just I don't know, dude. I think it would be cool, and
Yeah.
I would like to see that happen at some point.
Yeah, that'd be super sick. We got the reverse of that in What If, where Cap was one of the zombies. But seeing, like zombies are always a crazy threat for like, we see a lot in Walking Dead, like hand to hand combat, right?
Yeah,
And so like Captain America, he chucks his shield, but like most of his like awesome fight scenes are like hand to hand combat where it's him versus like 10 guys or 15 guys, whatever. So
right.
dude, seeing him like do that with zombies, and yeah, like you said, they're not gonna have a Captain America film where he's just decapitating people. But I think the interesting part too is because Captain America's his moral compass is always good, right? One of those like super good guys. Even in the face of the government and the people who made him what he is, he still goes for good. And so it's like, yeah, so this bomb turned everyday citizens into zombies. So are you just massacring people, or are you trying to like wrangle them? And just seeing him struggle with that would be sick, dude.
You're just plowing away thousands of innocent people.
Yeah, women, children, baby
Women and
zombies.
children. Yeah, only children. That's all.
But
Yeah, but yeah, dude, I don't know. That would have been a wild thing to see. And like when you think about it, yeah, it would probably be more like a cartoon or like a comic series, like a one-off one. But I feel like actually that sounds familiar. This plot
yeah,
is
and
part of a comic. I'm not sure which one it is or if it is a thing, but I feel like I remember reading about that it is a comic series or something or like a one-off thing.
yeah, what if had zombies, but I forget if it was the Mad Bomb or not. But they and the way they described it was like the whole world got infected, and then the Avengers were trying to protect and trying to be the last survivors, but eventually they got taken over. And the way they explained it, because basically I think they wanted people, or the writers wanted the zombie superheroes to still have their powers and shit.
Yeah,
Just
that's
because
right.
that's fucking scary. And
Right.
they explained it as like a disease where you're the same, but your number one motivation is killing and eating like people. Hey, Ty's here.
Ty's listening to our Soothing Voices podcast style as he drives to New York. Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
live podcast,
Appreciate
bro.
you. I got a live podcast.
That's
That means
sick.
you can see our faces too.
um,
Don't
but
crash.
don't take your eyes off the road. But dude,
But also look at us.
because in that What If show, the seeing a one of the first zombies we see, one of the first superpowered zombies is Iron Man, and it's like, damn, that shit's fucking scary, dude. And then
Right.
zombie Thanos too, and I'm like, that shit's fucking hella scary too. Like, that's
But, like,
crazy,
do they
man.
have the brain power? Do you think they'd have like the intelligence to be able to do what they do?
Yeah, that's on What If. That's how they were doing it.
Mm.
So they could still like stop shit. They could still like prevent things. It was crazy, man.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, Gauntlet. I would just snap that into existence. I'd like to see a film about that. That would be fucking cool. I don't know how they would do it or pull it off, but I think that it would be interesting.
That'd
Definitely
be
different for
yeah.
sure.
It'd be sick too as a Captain America movie. All right,
Yeah, I
versus
do.
versus when I say that, I mean like versus like somebody like Deadpool who would just obliterate
Yeah.
everybody and not care
Yeah.
about it. No moral struggle whatsoever. All right, man. My second MCU story that I want to rewrite is the Sokovia Accords. So that was the whole reason for Civil War. Like, I get it. I don't want to redo the Sokovia Accords, but I want them to still be as much of a thing as they were in that movie, dude.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, everybody was on the run as criminals, basically, like the, Captain America's team. So, like, if that was still real, like, fucking, Spider-Man would be locked up, like, especially as he got outed. Like, it would be a harder court case and shit. A bunch of people would be. Spider-Man was on Tony Stark's side, but still,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's a criminal now, like, for superheroing.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. For superheroing.
dude, I don't know.
Saving our asses.
Yeah, basically, dude. But just because I kind of like the real world like struggle. It almost, I love that about the X-Men with like Magneto being like what the fuck, man? These humans, like these normal people, hate us. Like we're super powered. We're the evolved version.
Yep.
Why are they still hard on us? And then the struggle with Professor X trying to convince like governments and humans that we're here to help, and not everybody wants to be like government regulated. So just
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
having that struggle as they're fighting aliens, and as they're like just on top of everything else these fucking superhero movies do. I think it would be sick to just see the everyday struggle of still trying to hide and be on the run.
Like in every movie going forward, like
I-
a little bit of it in each film.
a little bit
Like,
in each film, yeah. Like you're not gonna have this extravagant hideout with all your weapons and everything. Like you're gonna have to be more like Hawkeye, where you're like in this dumpy old pizza place, or in this this hideout, or even Black Widow, how they went back to that hideout when they were in Russia, or
yeah.
wherever Black Widow, and Clint
Mhm.
stayed, Budapest. They had to be in that hideout and, just hide in the fucking the HVAC system, like doing shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not just like flamboyantly being a superhero, showing up, kicking somebody's ass, and then, not caring, like staying in a mansion or something.
That's brutal, dude. With your snap, because then they're always gonna have to be on the run,
Yeah.
and they like not only do they have to save the world, but they also have to worry about going to jail too.
Yeah.
So it's like that's ruthless on your side, dude.
Dude, and it explains shit like why Thor's never around, like why, Captain Marvel doesn't want to be here, Nick Fury now is probably not a government employee, and he's probably, in space full time. Like,
Yeah, that was funny. How they brought that up in Spider-Man that he was been there the whole time.
yeah, and it was it was just a forget their race, dude. I'm
Oh, the
not
scroll.
Kree, yeah, scroll. Yeah. So that's what I
Fucking
want
weird,
to
dude.
I want to see that, man.
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. Um, but yeah, they just kind of they threw it out the window now after Endgame because they saved the whole universe. So they're like, okay, whatever. You guys deserve it. So
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird, man. Like I get it. I get why. No, Ty says he'd snap
Dude,
away
loaned
student
it.
loan debt in the MCU. That's so nice of you, Ty.
I
That's we should make that happen here.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
One company did, and I was hoping that was Ty's student loan company.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, something like I don't forget if it was like 400 people or 4,000, but they were getting rid of like 1.7 million. My numbers are probably way all over the place, but I don't know if it's million or billion, but they got rid of a lot of people's debt.
Yeah.
So
Just for the hell of it, on just to do it.
well, I think it was under pressure from Biden and that whole thing.
Oh.
But
Well, hopefully it's mine. That'd be cool. I just don't even know. No.
you're just still giving them money, and they're like, "Thank you," just every month.
Yeah. Probably why they haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Did he say? Oh, Ty says it is Navient. Wish me luck.
Oh, okay. 1.87.
1.87 billion.
Yeah. And I think
Damn.
it's like 400 or 4,000 people. So hopefully Ty's one of them.
I hope so too, dude. Yeah. Give me some of that. Look, I need some of that. All right. I got the glove, huh?
You do.
All right. So when Doctor, damn, 66,000.
Oh shit. Okay. So your chances are
lot
a
more.
little bit better.
The chances are, yeah, it goes up. Um,
It's gonna be like Hunger Games here in a few
I know,
few
dude.
weeks. Dude.
Everybody's gonna fucking go crazy if they're not one of the ones picked. Um, so when Doctor Strange 2 was in early development, the plan. Oh, and I butchered his name last time, dude. I thought it was Dickinson. It's Derrickson. That was,
Derrickson.
and
Okay.
I think we all called him Dickinson for like an hour straight.
Yeah,
So,
at least.
um, so the plan was for him to come back and direct the sequel, and he was gonna have Nightmare be the main villain in the movie. And Nightmare, just real quick, rules the dream dimension, and which they haven't yet explored in any of the MCU stuff. They did. I mean, they went through all those other, like the mirror dimension, all that stuff, but not the dream one. And he draws his powers from the subconscious minds of people who are dreaming and who are asleep. And at the time, he said that the sequel was going to be like Marvel's first entry into like horror a little bit. It's going to be really dark, and I was really fucking excited for
It
that.
was so
Because,
juiced.
yeah, because it was going to be a new direction for Marvel to dabble into and get into a little bit of the aspects of horror, and it could have been really awesome, especially with him coming back to do it. And that first movie was one of my top movies from Marvel, so
Mm-hmm.
I was really pumped, dude, to have him come back for that. And instead, fast forward to the future, and he left for creative differences, which to me now shows that they probably told him about their plans to do the whole multiverse thing, and they wanted the movie to be centered around that instead of another Doctor Strange solo movie. And he was probably like, "Well, I'm not going to deal with that. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to leave."
Yeah.
And so disappointed at that. I'm a little disappointed that they're going the route they're going now, because infusing like a million different cameos from all over the place into one movie, because then it doesn't really make it feel like a Doctor Strange movie to me. It starts to more feel like it should be like an Avengers based movie,
Yeah.
because we're gonna see so many different familiar faces and different variants of like the characters we like, and it's kind of fucked up that like he doesn't get that treatment for the solo film like you would really like to see,
Yeah.
especially with somebody like Nightmare, that which could have been fucking great. So I had the Gauntlet. I'm changing the Multiverse of Madness to just straight up Doctor Strange 2, where Nightmare's the villain. It's just it's his own solo movie, and that's what I want to see happen.
Dude, hell yeah, bro. I'm all fucking for that right there with you. I was so juiced, and I was like, dude, this is a whole new genre.
Mm-hmm.
I was super stoked for it. And then I was thinking, because I think at the same time I was rewatching. So Agents of Shield isn't really canon anymore, but I was watching it more because I think I stopped watching it before they introduced Ghost Rider, but then I wanted to see the new Ghost Rider. They had he was in a Charger. I was like, okay, this is like a different take. It's pretty dope.
He's in a Charger.
Yeah, on the show, it was like a late '60s Charger.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that sounds dope. Like, so I went to check it out. But the thing I was juiced for and why it made me think of Ghost Rider was because I think I talked about this on one of the last, maybe it was like the mega episode we had, but where Moon Knight, Blade, Ghost Rider, and the guy that was just in Eternals, Kit Harington's character.
Yeah, I forget his fucking name, dude, all the time.
So
I just watched that movie too.
Yeah, they have a group, a supernatural, basically like supernatural group, like Avengers, style thing, that where they fight like demons and they fight like horror movie shit. And they were starting to build that all these other characters, like they announced Blade, and I was like, damn, like Doctor Strange, and then like introduce like some of these other guys and going down that path. I was like, hell yeah, dude, because like you said, the first Doctor Strange movie and going through all those dimensions was super sick. So I was fucking juiced for it, and then I forgot about it because I think I was pretty sad.
yeah, no, dude, I was like you said, I was juiced too, and then I did then he got off board, and then it was like, fuck, all right, well, they're gonna do what they're gonna do with it now, and then now that's what they're doing. So I do, yeah. I want to see. my Doctor Strange 2 solo film.
Solo scary
Nobody else. Yeah,
shit your
scary.
pants film.
Yeah, exactly. Scare the shit right out of my pants, and then I can snap the shit away. So
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
only if I have the gauntlet, though.
You gotta have the second gauntlet. You gotta have. I'll give you my gauntlet. So
Oh, nice, dude.
one snap is to bring the movie back, and the other snap is to keep the shit in your pants.
To clean my underpants.
Dude, what if you
Oh, dude.
fuck up your snap and it's just to bring the shit like, oh, I shit my pants, and then it's like, oh, I want to keep it in my pants, and then you're like, fuck, I could have snapped the whole thing away.
Why did I snap shit into my pants? Yeah, it's Then we got to snap for the bidet. I have to bring that bidet back.
We only got two. I don't got a third one.
Bidet's a reference to everybody that's listened so far. One of our older episodes, we talked about. Well, I don't know. It was like cleaning our buttholes or something.
Bidet adventures and preparing the prison pocket.
Yes, preparing the prison pocket.
Yep.
Man, we have some crazy talks.
Yeah, that's just how shit goes when it derails here. But that's a great one, dude. I can't believe I forgot about that. I think I deleted it out of my brain because I was so sad.
Yeah. No, I got you.
No,
but yeah, dude,
that's a good one, man.
That's my second Marvel one.
All right, dude. As we move on to DC, I got some decent ones, but I want to hear. You were definitely more of a DC expert, so let's give you back the gauntlet and get right in there, bud.
Oh, baby, I get 2 in a row.
Indeed.
My lucky day.
I like that the gauntlet's right on your nipple too, or like above your nip.
Yeah, I feel it. It feels good. I need to be cradled. So, first things first, man. And Ty, I'm glad that you're on here to listen to this, but I am gonna fucking completely snap. I'm gonna really Thanos snap away these 2 movies from existence: Batman Forever and Batman and Robin from ever being a fucking thing ever. And that includes Jim Carrey as the Riddler, which is basically himself. He's just playing a version of himself, right? Could not be any more different than what we're about to see in a month or so.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, right? And all those like punny jokes that he kept telling. Yeah. Yeah, what did he say? I think he said, "Let's kick some ice."
Yeah.
So, it includes snapping away like idiot Bane, because Bane is not stupid, and they just made him a fucking bumbling buffoon. Ty's cracking up. Yeah, I know. Snapping away the bat nipples. There's not supposed to be fucking nipples. And Chris O'Donnell as old fucking Robin. In Batman Forever, when his parents died, he was like 30 fucking years old. And Robin's not supposed to be there. Robin's supposed to be a kid. So I don't understand where that came from. But now that if those are gone, in place of that, Val Kilmer is that being said is like the most underrated Batman, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That I could think of.
And Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and Bruce Wayne. I think he did an incredible job. And it just got stuck with shitty writing and shitty just direction. Overall production of the movie just was not for him. And I'm gonna throw a hot take your way. Okay. So I would like to see. I guess this is kind of a 2-parter. So I'm snapping away those movies, right? But I want to see this. So I want to take.
You got to replace all this childhood you took away. You got to replace it with something.
Yeah, all this repressed rage that I'm getting at right now about those movies. I hope it's really shining through. So I would have loved to see Val Kilmer's Batman get the Dark Knight trilogy treatment. So,
shit.
Even though Christian Bale did a great job and he did awesome, I would be very, very interested in putting that age Val Kilmer from back when he was cast into those movies. Same, Christopher Nolan's directing, get the same story. I'd like to see him do it because he's one of my favorites, and I think he could have killed it. Bob Kane, who created Batman, he said before he died, he said his favorite on-screen iteration was Val Kilmer. I just read that the other day.
That's crazy.
And he's one of my favorites too. Another hot take, I like him more than Michael Keaton. I think he did a better job.
Damn. You
Yeah, got it all off my chest.
you okay, so Batman Forever, I'm fine, dude. I can miss that movie. I love your idea about, Val Kilmer getting the Dark Knight trilogy. And I love Val Kilmer playing like unhinged, I think he plays like unhinged pretty damn good. Like Christian Bale does too. We saw him, in American Psycho or whatever that movie was.
Right. Yeah.
But Val Kilmer can play unhinged really good. And so I think that would be sick. I think it would be, great against Heath Ledger. But you fucking, I don't know, man. I can't agree with you on getting rid of Jack Nicholson's Joker. Getting rid of
Wait, that he wasn't in that. He wasn't in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
oh,
That was
which
the first
one?
Batman.
Oh, so
Just Batman,
what's
1989.
yeah. So what's Batman Forever again? Who was that?
Batman Forever had Jim Carrey. That was the one that had Val Kilmer. That was the one that had Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face.
Okay.
Which I actually didn't mind his version of Two-Face.
Then that one's okay. Yeah. I thought you were getting rid of the original, dude. I was
no,
man, we're ending the show right now.
Yeah, sorry everybody. That was the last show. No, yeah, just so Batman Forever and then Batman and Robin was the one after
Got
that.
it. Okay, those two. Okay, so basically no Taco Bell cups like we were talking about the other time. No collectible Taco Bell cups. No toys. Yeah, bat skates like Ty said. I
can't believe that.
Bat plane.
Bat skates.
Yeah, dude.
The bat fucking credit card. And he said never leave the cave without it.
Yeah. No butt shots. The close up crotch shots.
There was always the ass shot, dude.
Yeah.
In those movies. And then
I'm
they
fine
did it
with
with. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like a guy in a rubber suit? I don't know.
Okay, I'm good with that. Then I'm fully on board with that snap, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So and then putting Val Kilmer into like a good written Batman movie. I think he would have. I think he showed the dark side of Bruce Wayne really well.
100%.
And didn't have like a crazy, like screamy, raspy Batman voice. It was kind of just like a low talking version of Bruce Wayne. And that was it was nice. I liked his portrayal a lot.
Super, super calm too, the entire time. And that was Nicole Kidman was his Catwoman, right?
No, she was Dr. Meridian Chase.
So who was
she played his love interest. She was his psychiatrist, Bruce Wayne psychiatrist.
Okay. Yeah, she was good. Damn, dude.
Oh.
All right.
You got comments.
Yeah, Game Zone says DC minus Superman equals Michael J. White. Okay, so DC Superman, he wants to see Michael J. White as Superman. Dude,
is that what I'm thinking of?
I think so. And
is that who played Spawn?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think
he was in the Dark Knight too, right? He was the thug that the Joker like killed.
Let me look it up.
He put the bounty on. Yeah, he says yes. Okay, cool. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Dude, that's interesting. Actually,
you'd be sick, and I feel like, yeah. You just brought up a great point about a movie that I totally forgot about, but I think you'd be sick, dude. That dude is underutilized for damn sure. When I was younger, for some reason, I thought he would be the perfect War Machine. But it was before like MCU and all this other shit. But I just thought the dude looked like War Machine from the comics. And then
man.
Wonder Woman, Beyonce, Green Lantern, Will Smith. Damn, Will Smith as Green Lantern would be sick.
That would be, yeah. He's got the charisma to play Hal Jordan, or like or I guess it would be Jon Stewart, right?
Yeah, it
would be the Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Dude, Wonder Woman, Beyonce. So Beyonce, I've only seen her in a few things, and she's a decent actress. One of the movies I was scarred because I thought my girlfriend, who's my wife at the time, was trying to tell me something. But you know, she's a pretty
What was he trying to
decent
tell you?
actress. No, it was a I forget the name of the movie, but it was like a messy storyline about I think cheating and shit. And I was just like, oh my god, dude.
You're like, what? Why are we watching this movie?
Yeah.
What are you
And
trying to say?
and she fell asleep, so I'm watching it alone, and I'm like, are you fucking trying to tell me something?
Your arms are crossed. You're just like, dude, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah. But yeah, no, she's good. I like that. That could be sick. You know, and of
Yeah,
course
man.
she would look sick in the costume and everything.
Super interesting choices for sure.
I like those, dude, for damn sure. All right, bro.
Dude, your turn.
Let's get to it. So right away, you know, you had a big snap. I feel like you deserve a little lightning here. I'm gonna hit you with another big snap. Joss Whedon's Justice League is gone. 100%.
Christ. Thank Christ.
I don't think anybody's mad. And I'm hoping if that's gone and it's just Zack Snyder and he still does it and they release it as the black and white version, somehow it still makes money, because I feel like the black and white version is really for nerds and comic fans and people who really want to sit through, you know, 3 to 4 hours of movie.
4 hours, baby. 4 hours straight.
Yeah, dude, and I feel like I would hope it makes enough money to continue his vision. I don't think it would. In reality, I don't think it would, but I have the fucking gauntlet. So it makes, you know, millions and millions and billions of dollars. Just snap away Whedon.
That fucking piece of shit, dude.
Oh my gosh, his recent shit just, you know,
can you believe that asshole, dude?
Keeps digging himself.
Yeah, like how could your publicist not be on the other side of you, and like, you know, because they're watching everything you say, like behind the person that's asking the questions, and they're like making sure you don't fuck up. How are they not doing jumping jacks, saying stop talking, don't fucking say anymore, you're digging yourself a hole?
Yeah, or just shutting off, you know, power wherever he's talking,
pulling the plug.
Yeah.
All the power's out, dude. Yeah, good God, man, that guy just is a fucking brickhead. I don't know, dude.
It's pretty
just
bad.
So tone deaf and just so like, I can't believe that like. Why haven't we heard any stories about that from like the Avengers stuff that he's done? Like nobody says anything. I don't know if it's just because they're under contract and they can't say anything.
It's tight-lipped. Yeah, I'm surprised, you know, nothing came out about that, especially with what's her name? Holy shit, I'm drawing a blank on everybody's name. Maybe this is why I need to drink every week. No, but Black Widow, you know, with her court battle.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I'm surprised, you know, she didn't say anything about it, but it was probably, you know, not even part of that story.
Right.
But yeah, so his shit's gone. You know, my second, since we're giving out 2 snaps on some of these, my second snap is that movie makes, you know, billions of dollars and they continue down his path, because I want to see his character development for everybody. I like the way the shit's going. You know, hopefully fucking Ben Affleck's happy, and because I think if they went down that path, I feel like Ben Affleck's Batman would have gotten a little bit more of a detective. It obviously would have been in a different, you know, universe and time zone than the new Batman we're about to see, but he would have gotten a little bit of the detective treatment, and, you know, instead of the Riddler, you know, keeping him along, it would have been Joker. So I feel like that could have been interesting development. You know, their story and their tension was fucking hell high at the end of that movie.
Man, that's if I had an additional snap, I would say to get that solo movie is to just get those two on screen together. Yeah. Like maybe doing the Death in the Family movie with them.
Yeah.
You know, then that's how we see what happened with the Robin costume in the Batcave during Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
To see how that played out, and because then, you know, they talked about it at the end of Justice League.
Yeah.
You mentioned like he killed him, and it just, dude, that just watching that, dude, and then I'm not sure if I mentioned. I think I did. I can't remember if it was on this show or the other one I used to do, but Zack Snyder filmed that stuff separately. He filmed it at his house, and he filmed Ben Affleck and Jared Leto doing the scenes separately. They weren't even standing in the same like space acting, so they were acting separately, and you couldn't even tell. They were just played so well.
Yeah,
and really good actors in, right? To be able to just basically you're talking to the air in front of you,
Yeah.
and just have to pretend that somebody's there. So that was such a sick scene.
So sick. And yeah, like Ty said, dude, all the HBO series, HBO Max series that would have gone, and they could have gotten dark and then kept the Batman that we're about to see, kept him a little bit on the edge of PG-13. But if they just went no holds barred and went nuts in the HBO Max series, dude, it would have been fucking sick, dude. And
Yeah. No.
it would have led to better movies for everybody, dude. I feel like it would have been a better second Wonder Woman movie. It would have been a better fucking Aquaman, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just like fuck, dude. The whole thing would have been so much better. So
Well,
that's a big snap, but that's my first one, bro.
that's a damn good one. Because I applaud that one, man. Give yourself a lightning bolt too
Hell
for
yeah.
that.
We should have little tallies of lightning bolts.
Yeah, we're gonna keep lightning bolting.
Just constantly.
Yeah, just keep pushing the button. That's all. People are just gonna hear that for the rest of the time.
Ty's looking outside his car like, fuck, it's raining again. Jeez.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know it was gonna rain. So
right,
it's funny you just mentioned the second Wonder Woman movie. That's where I'm going with this right now. I'm completely erasing Wonder Woman 1984 from existence. It's gonna be gone. Oh, here we go. I did a close up. You already know what's coming, huh?
Yep.
Dude, if I could have lit that script on fire the second it was written, I would have fucking doused it in gasoline and burned that fucker to the ground, and then give everybody the finger on the way out. And I can't even express how much I hated that movie. And I loved the first one. I thought the first Wonder Woman was awesome. The reason why I didn't like this other one was because they made her seem like a wimp. They made her seem she's like one of the strongest characters in all of DC, up there with Superman too. And she's an absolute warrior. She kills it, and they just ruined it with that. Like the first Wonder Woman and in Zack Snyder's Justice League, it showed like how fierce the Amazonians were, and just how badass Wonder Woman is in general. And they blended the right amount of like heart and compassion versus like the ass kicking, and it all worked well. But 1984 was just sappy and corny, and it just seemed like really completely out of place. Almost, I don't know, almost like if the movie was meant for like little girls, like not necessarily comic book fans, but like just. And I get it, right? Like little girls should have an idol to look up to, somebody like a woman that's strong and like does all those things and is also compassionate. But I think they just lean too far into the like the non-warrior side of her, and it just, I don't know, it was out of place. So instead of that, the sequel to Wonder Woman, I would have actually liked to have seen Dr. Psycho as the main villain for that movie. And his powers are telepathy and telekinesis, and he's really violent and sadistic, and he's like sometimes misogynistic too. So it would have been really interesting to have that dynamic because of just what's going on in the world now, and everybody's really aware about that stuff, and it would have been crazy because people would have really hated him for being like misogynistic on the screen and seeing him act that way. And then Wonder Woman would have kicked his ass and it would have been really satisfying. So it would have just been cool to get a different villain and just kind of change the whole direction of that second movie.
Yeah. 100% agree, dude. One of the worst superhero movies I've watched like lately. And like you said, it to me it felt more like back to the old DC where they were making movies to sell toys and sell, collaborations with fast food chains. Like, because they got the, how many like girls dressed up as Wonder Woman after the first movie came out? Like that reached everybody. And that was a sick, really good like movie, right?
Totally.
This one felt like just selling toys. They put her in like 3 different outfits, like Wonder Woman in 3 different like outfits throughout the whole movie. They made her seem not as badass. They made her, they made the whole thing kind of about falling in love, which is like the first one was more like, strong, independent woman. This one was about her like trying to hold on to her love. That whole thing was done extremely weird, dude, like Quantum Leap style. And it was fucking weird, man. That there's
weird.
There's so many other options to bring people back from the dead, right?
Yeah.
So many other ways. and like they did it extremely odd. Um, yeah, and Chris Pine's never really felt out of place. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know what that means. I don't know how to do it better, but I'm also not, an actor making
You,
boats load of
you
money.
just you just don't do that. We just kind of X that movie out like it never happened.
Yeah. And
And Ty said a good point. He just said they made her reliant on a man. Like
yep.
she like couldn't go through her life with because he wasn't there anymore, and like it should have been about her overcoming the loss of that, and like being, you know, digging deep inside to still be the hero that everybody needs, and
Yep.
not needing her last love. I mean, yeah, it's sad, and like you want to see him come back because you don't want her to be sad and all that, but it was just, yeah, the movie like focused just on them coming back together and him coming back to life and all that, and it was just, I just didn't like it, dude. Like, and yeah, it was like really slow paced too. It was no real action. That fucking end scene was terror. The end fight, I guess it wasn't really a fight, but that was all bullshit to me, and it just, I was like,
So
God,
much.
dude, I was not engaged at all in that movie.
Yeah, it got really weird at the end. Her costume was sick and it was underutilized. That I forget the girl's name, but I don't know if it's just Cheetah or Cheetor or
Yeah, it's Cheetah.
Cheetah. So she's a major villain from what I understand, like for Wonder Woman, and like she's underutilized. And the CGI was really weird, and her arc of getting into like this crazy psycho like beast form,
Mhm.
where she starts getting a little bit saucier like in her day-to-day life. That
Right.
reminded me of I don't know if it was Riddler, or it reminded me of like an old cheesy like DC like superhero arc where they
It
just get like
was,
smooth.
from Batman, I think. Well, Batman Return, or I'm sorry, not Batman Returns, Batman Forever with the Riddler. Like he was like a scientist nerd, right? Like in R&D, and he just wanted approval, and he was just like goofy and weird. And then as soon as he like decided to be the Riddler one day, then all of a sudden his personality just changed
Smooth.
100%.
Yeah,
Just yeah. Then he was like quirky and like, I don't know.
it was weird.
Again, but that movie doesn't exist right now during this
Okay.
episode. It's gone
Okay,
now.
good.
So,
Good. That's a good snap. You get a few lightning bolts.
all right.
Ty brought up the awkwardness that I was talking about. Some random Joe slept with Wonder Woman and he'll never know about it. Dude. And Ty, you are right. Cheetor is Beast Wars. As soon as that came out of my mouth. And dude, honestly, that felt like the same CGI. No, I was just that's a horrible show to go back and watch. Don't do it.
In Beast Wars, damn, I remember commercials for that.
It was
I don't
sick.
remember. I can't picture what it looks like right now, but I kind of just remember the theme song and like the commercial.
Dude, I watched it, right after Reboot. Like those are my two like 3D animation shows as a kid, and both of them are horrendous visually to go back and watch, dude. It was, and I think they were both the same animation studio, but
Nice.
it's hard to fucking watch now, dude. Um, but yeah, great fucking snaps, dude.
God, I came with a lot of like rage and vengeance this time.
You did.
I didn't even want to change things. I'm just like, get these the fuck out of my life. I don't want to know about these anymore.
Yeah, you are the resident DC expert, so that makes sense. You're a little bit darker,
Yeah.
vengeance
Yeah.
filled. But
Yes.
hell yeah, man. All right, dude. I'm taking back the glove.
You're ups.
So in my other one, first one was Joss Whedon's gone. My second one is Joker's arc in The Dark Knight.
Okay.
It's perfect. It's phenomenal. I want to see more of it. I think I confirmed with you that Joker's like caught in that universe.
Yes, he did not die.
He's not dead and he's caught. Now, if R.I.P. Heath Ledger, but he fucking crushed it, and like I just wanted to see more of it. So if he was still around, or if I heard, when Heath Ledger first passed away, I heard, him and Joaquin Phoenix, I think, were actually close, and so Joaquin Phoenix originally offered to step up if they were ever going to, try and keep that character going. I don't know if that led to him in his solo Joker movie, but if either way, Heath Ledger's still here or Joaquin Phoenix stepped up, I wanted to see him in that third Dark Knight movie, you know, because I feel like Joker with Bane, like them working together, would have been insane, dude. And I feel like it just would have been even tougher in a crazier movie. So and I feel like Joker is at his best when he's loose and you know
Right.
running free and taking shit over and you know fucking with Batman, like toying with them. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. Absolutely, right? Like, who doesn't want to see more of Heath Ledger as the Joker? Um, I had read and I'd heard from every I think it was Christopher Nolan, but that they wanted to use Heath Ledger in the third movie. Like the Joker was going to be a part of the third movie too. Um, but like when he died, they had to recalibrate and then figure out a new story, new direction, new villain. So I
yeah,
don't know that Bane would have been involved in that movie. It could have just been like a follow up, right? Just like more Joker, more maybe like another side villain or something. Um, so it just, God, it's just too bad, dude. Too bad that he passed away because that was the worst thing about the Dark Knight was that it ended. You know, you just wanted to keep seeing more of it.
dude. And can you imagine if so if say you got your wish right, and it's Val Kilmer doing Dark Knight. Say I
Mm.
got my other wish and Zack Snyder's still doing shit. So can you imagine like Heath Ledger, Val Kilmer in Zack Snyder's like movies?
Yeah, Zack Snyder like directs it with his style and his flair,
Yeah.
and Val Kilmer's Batman, and he's battling Heath Ledger's
And
Joker.
that's you know, that's the crazy ass dark Justice League that we get with them.
Wow,
Would have been
dude,
fucking nuts.
that's a wild cast
Dude,
to
and
throw together.
yeah, and then, you know, going further down the line, like just thinking instead of Jared Leto's Joker with Harley Quinn, just imagine Heath Ledger's Joker with Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, that would have been awesome,
That
dude.
would have been nuts. You know, like Jared Leto's guy is like basically a frat boy, like a frat boy drug dealer. That's kind of what it feels like. So like trying having Heath Ledger's like super unhinged where like yeah, like you know, maybe he's at a party, but he's always got like some other crazy ass plan to blow everything up and kill a ton of people. Having that like as a possibility at all times would have been fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, dude, could have took that one all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I mean that's obviously a great snap. So we have to bring Heath Ledger back to life. Snap it, dude.
Give him a little
Make
lightning.
it happen. That's there you go. He's back.
Terrible.
Uh, no, yeah, I wish he was back, man. I
Yeah,
really do.
100%, dude.
Yeah, he was
Phenomenal
just a
actor.
great actor in general.
He was just getting started too, I feel like.
I know that was his big, like, huge break. Well, no, because I mean, I guess he was popular. In, what's that movie? What is it? Is it 10 Things I Hate About You? I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is his first, you know, big crossover to doing something
It
serious
really,
and
yeah,
right as
mainstream.
right as comic book movies are getting better budgets and better writing, like yeah.
It
would've been
came into
crazy.
existence at the right moment in time because there was like nothing like that on screen before.
Yeah.
And so it just hit us at the right moment. I still remember going to see that movie and I was like blown away. I couldn't even comprehend what I was watching in front of me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't even believe it, dude. You know, you're just sitting in your chair, just like, holy shit, your eyes are open, your mouth's open.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was a
that looked like
really
one of my cats.
it's one of my top comic book movies for sure.
Yeah, man. So great choice, dude.
Thanks, man.
I think we're out. I think we're out of snaps now. Out of Gauntlet wishes.
Oh, Gauntlet's broken. It's gone.
Gauntlet's destroyed. We
Dude.
it's gone. We used up all the cosmic magic, so
Yeah.
it's over.
until Disney puts it back together and buys the new Gauntlet.
Yeah, too bad we didn't have like a little graphic where we just snap our fingers and like the whole background just kind of disintegrates and the show's over.
Jesus. Yeah. It just goes to dark.
Yeah,
It's just literally it's just this. Here it is.
and the show's over.
But dude, no. Fucking great picks, man. I feel like things would have been a lot better, and rightfully so. It would have been a lot better for just you know comic book fans and fans of these movies. Overall, general public and business wise, like probably not the smartest decisions, but
Yeah, because these would have been all over the place. They would have never had toys. We would have never had bat nipples. Um, yeah, I don't know. This really, I keep
No,
fixating on like bat nipples. I don't know
dude.
why.
I keep on thinking about the stupid bat plane that turned into a boat that still
Oh,
got
that's right,
sunk
dude.
somehow.
It was like a yeah, it was. Was it a plane?
I
No,
think
well he was driving the plane and Robin was driving the bat, like it's like a, I don't know, some sort of pod, like water ski jet ski sort of
oh,
thing.
okay. In my
And then it, like,
brain, I remember like the plane gets shot down and like the wings break off and it's a boat, but that's probably
oh,
way wrong, dude. I
is
have
that it?
I
Dude,
have
you
no
could be
idea.
absolutely right, actually. That sounds familiar.
We both could be just lying on the internet too. So
No, he did. He did. They did. Cause yeah, I remember Jim Carrey screaming because they were playing Battleship. Remember? And
yeah,
like, yeah, every time they got a hit, it would shoot a missile and they would hit them. So
yeah.
yeah, the missile did fuck the plane up, and then yeah, he like came down.
And
You're
then there
right.
was
You're right.
mines and shit that he was driving through in the boat, right?
Yeah, there was mines. Yeah.
And then we got the holy rusted metal
Holy
Batman.
rusted metal, Batman. Oh god, what a good
Yeah.
movie. I'm probably gonna watch it after this, even though I just snapped it out of existence.
Honestly, I think your best one that you snapped out was Wonder Woman because I would still watch those Batman movies over that Wonder Woman movie, dude.
Yeah, dude, totally. Like if it was on, if they were on, I'd watch them.
And it
Except maybe Batman and Robin, dude, because I really hated that movie. I really didn't like it. That one's painful to watch. I've seen it a lot of times, and I try and get through it, and I do get through it, but like I never enjoy myself. I feel like dirty after I watch it.
dude, I just keep going back to those Taco Bell cups. I feel like I need to go get Baja Blast and like bean burritos or some shit.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
but
We gotta do it.
bro, that Wonder Woman movie hit me in a tough spot because I love the marketing. It was after Thor Ragnarok, so I was like, fuck yeah,
Mhm.
we get another like future retro 80s,
Yeah.
superhero movie. They
Yeah.
showed her in the full blown gold armor. I'm like,
Mhm.
this is gonna be fucking sick. The first one, I was really late to the game on watching the first one, so I watched it right before I watched the second one. And it's fucking
Your expectations got really high, and
yeah,
then like you saw the second one, you're like, what was this? What
yeah,
did they
dude.
do?
And yeah, just thinking about all the random weird shit that was happening with that stranger who got Scott Bakula and just fucking taken over for the whole movie. And then he has no recollection of anything going on. And how
I
is
don't even,
she seeing past this guy looking different? I understand on the whole spell thing. I thought that dude was completely underutilized. The guy who like had the ancient artifact, that whole
oh,
storyline was completely underutilized, dude.
Maxwell Lord, I
Yeah.
think. So, dude, I think they kind of like, I was talking about fucking Dr. Psycho. I think they used aspects of that and it's like as the Maxwell Lord person. So I don't even think we're ever gonna be able to get to see that on screen because they've already kind of done a version of it, a
They
very
just
poorly version of it,
they just
poorly
crumpled
done.
it up and fucking threw it away.
Yeah, there you go.
Horrendous, dude.
Well, we did it, dude.
We did it. This is
Yeah,
the good one, man. I love these hypotheticals,
we do.
especially when you
Yeah,
get the power of the Infinity
of the
Gauntlet here.
gauntlet.
So
Yeah, I'm sure that's not the last time we'll see that on the show.
yeah, definitely got to bring it back. I was trying to think of something we could do with it, like you just veto like somebody's idea.
Yeah, there you go. A disagreement, and you just bring up the gauntlet, and like we have to forget it.
Delete it from memory.
Yeah, this is for yeah, it's for everybody watching. When you stop liking us, we're just gonna put up the gauntlet, and the show will be over.
You'll know what happens. Um,
Or maybe that's how the show ends every time. Maybe we just put up the gauntlets, and like that, the show's over.
it snaps us away into
Yeah,
you see the stars and we're just way back there or something.
yeah. Everybody's still listening. I guess we're just going into a deep dive on what we think our show should be.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Ty needs more thunder, he says.
Here you go.
Well, shit, dude. What we gotta, send everybody to a raid or what?
Yeah, yeah. So we are going to be back here next week, as always. let me look for somebody to raid. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
the plan is to come back next week. Yeah, Sean, while you look, we always plan to come back. We haven't gotten like what isn't it an FCC strike yet? We
yeah,
haven't gotten canceled yet.
DMCA.
Fingers crossed. You know, you wake up every day and we'll hope that we can still keep doing it. Thank you for coming to listen and watch. Ty, I know you're driving to New York, so hopefully we were able to entertain you on your drive. He said the thunder almost hit his car. That last one.
Watch out, Ty.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry, dude.
I'm gonna send you over to these other guys that like talking a lot of nerdy stuff. They are great streamers. They just came back from they had a hiatus for the new year. But right now they're playing the old school game, The Warriors. Stick around for the raid and follow this channel because they are awesome dudes. And it's called the Three Ninjas Podcast. And they give some real ass, hilarious takes on some of the funny movies. So some of the shit that we're seeing, and I can't wait to see what they talk about with the Batman. So
Yes.
stick around for the raid. Show them love in the chat. Give them all the follows, and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Peace.
We should snap.
Yeah.